What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Next Gen Madden 15 video on my PS4. Please do me a favor, take a moment, hit the like button for me, subscribe if you aren't already. Criticism in the comment section, playing it for you at speed. Go over to Twitter, give me a follow, my username, Shutdown Safety. Still, first game here. It's going to be video number 4. It's about 3:30 in the morning, to be honest with you, but wanted to just real quick come out and say I appreciate the support the community's given me already on YouTube with your comments, with your like buttons, on Twitter with your forwards and your comments. It really means a lot to me, keeps me going. And I want to say, there's obviously people in the community that have had this game for a while. I don't understand where the, constructive criticism isn't coming from. We talked about before, criticism isn't failure. Let's get the negatives on this game out here. Let's hope they can get resolved in a patch and move forward. We've got a full year to talk about the positives. And trust me, there's positives in this game. We'll get to them, but to me, now isn't the time. Positives can be talked about when the product is final. Now, it's not final. We still have the ability to get some things fixed as long as we get it out on the table and talk about it, which is what we need to do. That's part of being in the community. So I appreciate your support, and I definitely thank you guys for what you do for me. So playing this for you at speed again, this is something we've talked about a lot, and if you watched my review of the game off my Xbox One footage from a friend of mine, I said there were some things in the game that I really didn't like, and I just wanted to have a little bit more time with the game to figure out if it was going to be something that's a problem across the board, and here I've started to see it again. It really seems to happen with stunts on the line. Sergio Brown, DeQuell Jackson here basically come through almost untouched, but the important thing that we look at here is the way the offensive line reacts to this stunt in the line. I mean, Brooks just stands here. I mean, you can see he has no idea, once he doesn't have Corey Redding in front of him to block, he doesn't know what to do with the corner of the linebacker. So he lets them run basically both past him until the game kind of shifts him over, and he kind of hip checks real quick. You see that it kind of hip checks DeQuell Jackson, and then Jackson spins around him, and I really don't like how that looks. It's way too shifty and warpy. And then Jones, again, he doesn't have an assignment. He doesn't really know what to do. And then now we've got, two defensive players splitting a gap, two offensive linemen standing still. Nobody's going backwards to try to protect the quarterback. And of course, they're really going to have limited to no contact with the players at the most volatile time for the quarterback's protection. The quarterback basically just stands there and Fitzpatrick gets smashed. And these are some of those nano blitz issues we've talked about. And I know it's the computer, and I know it's, online, not online gameplay, but it's still very fast, even as a user, to have that picked up on. Now, I do also want to just mention one thing we've discussed a lot in the past, and even though it doesn't impact this play, I don't like the fact that Graham comes out here and just kind of stands still on this curl. This is something we've seen kind of over and over again. And just, to talk about the positives real quick, I do like what they've done in terms of bringing emotion into the game, animations into the game that have the players interacting and kind of brings you into the action a little bit. But, you quickly lose that when you have these situations happening. But afterwards, Foster comes over, kind of picks up Fitzpatrick, pats him on the back. That's good. I mean, that really helps bring you into the game. Over here, you see 75 after the sack happens. He kind of just has his hands down, shakes his head. I like that. That's something we've missed from Madden for a very long time. But again, once you have a bad play like that where the linemen don't know what to do, you lose the immersion. So the animations of what they do afterward really don't seem to matter too much.